guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you my favourite makeup products, from the brushes I use to like my foundation, my favourite eyeshadow palettes, and kind of giving you some advice on what to buy for what kind of look you want to achieve. And if you're a beginner, then I also have a couple things here for you to buy as well. Let's get straight on with the video. So I'm first going to start off with makeup brushes. If you're a beginner, then I would recommend that you buy BH Cosmetics brushes. They aren't very expensive, but they are really good brushes. So I have a couple of the brushes here. I had a look on Beauty Bay and you can currently buy a pack of 11 makeup brushes for about £24, and if you buy on Beauty Bay, I think if you spend £20 you get free delivery, which is really good. And these brushes are really good, especially for beginners. You can buy obviously the eye makeup brush set or the face makeup brush set, or usually you can also get a set that's like half of each, if that makes sense. So you'll get half face brushes and then half eye brushes. And for a beginner, that's all you really need. When I bought my set, the box had like instructions on them, so each brush is numbered and then the numbers were on the box and it told you what that brush was for. I don't use my BH brushes as much as I used to, except for my BH3 brush in the quartz set, because this is my go-to brush for my bronzer. However, their eyeshadow brushes are really good, especially the ones that are more for like blending. So for a beginner, or if you're looking for brushes that aren't really too expensive, then I would definitely recommend BH brushes. If you're someone like me who loves to invest in very good makeup brushes, then I would definitely recommend you buying the Spectrum makeup brushes. I have one of the Pro sets. They're all in this holder. The Pro set comes with, so I have Spectrum Collections website up on my phone right now. My set that I got, it was the marble 30-piece set, and it also came with like a makeup bag, and these brushes cost £140, but there is also another 30-piece set which is only £100, and you get the same amount of brushes, but it's just like a pink and blue set. So at the moment they're the only two Pro kits, like that's what they come under. I will, all the products that I talk about I will link below in the description box, so it makes it easier for you to find them. However, Spectrum also do smaller brush sets, and they've just brought out a new brush set with Disney, and they are Cruella de Vil themed, and they look really cool. But I honestly, now I've used my Spectrum brushes, I honestly don't think there's any other makeup brush that I could use. And again, they're all numbered, and on the box and everything, each number has like an instruction on what to use for that brush. And if you throw away the box, you can just literally go on the website, click the brushes that you got, and in the description it will tell you again which number brush, and the instructions. So I'm going to move on to more face products now, and I'm going to start off with foundation. For a beginner, but also if you're not a beginner, because I use this all the time, is the Revolution Pro Foundation Drops, and it comes in this little bottle like this. Turn it the right way. This foundation is very affordable. So this foundation is £7, and you get 18 mils. It does actually last longer than it looks as well. I had my last one for quite a while, but when I use this mainly for when I'm doing like a more out there makeup look, or for like a YouTube video or something, because obviously for when I do YouTube videos and stuff, I don't always go out after I've done it, especially during lockdown when I'm at home, and if you've got like a more luxury foundation and you're using that for like a makeup look for TikTok or YouTube or just social media in general, and then you take it off, it can get a little bit expensive. So I like to use this foundation instead of my normal foundation, which ran out quite a while ago, and I've literally just been using this, and I would definitely recommend it. Normally I would use the Fenty Beauty foundation. I think it's the Pro Filter, and that is very, very good. I would highly recommend that. Now for concealer, I know a lot of people would usually say Tarte Shape Tape for their concealer, and I did have Shape Tape for a while and I did like it, but to try and buy it in the UK sometimes can just be a little bit annoying. So I decided to get the Fenty Beauty concealer just because the way that Rihanna designed her makeup brand is when you go into the shop and there's the Fenty Beauty counter, where all the foundations are, there is a concealer that matches that foundation. So I kind of was in like a rush and it was just easy, so I picked it up, and honestly I think this is the best concealer I've ever used. Covers up all the stuff you want it to cover up, and it is super full coverage. It isn't the cheapest concealer, because I know you can buy concealers for like a couple pounds. I think this is about £20, and the foundation itself I think is £29. A very good full coverage concealer. Then I would definitely recommend the Fenty Beauty concealer. So I love the Hoola bronzer. Like I literally don't think there's any other bronzer that I like. I used to use the Kat Von D one. It came in the Shade and Light palette, and then I use this and there is no going back. This Hoola bronzer is definitely worth it. It isn't cheap, and I know it isn't cheap, but it is worth it. And if you don't want to spend that much, you can always buy the mini, and this mini has lasted me a while. So I think the mini is obviously not as expensive as the other one. It's still pricey, but it's still not that bad. And my favourite highlighter of all time will forever be the Ofra highlighter. This is the Nikki Tutorials collab, and I have it in the shade Glazed Donut, and honestly I've had this highlighter for way too long, but it never runs out, and you can see I've still got plenty to go, and you can also see that I've used a lot of it, and honestly you barely have to touch it, and the pigment is like really good, and it's not like sparkly either. You know, when there's like glittery kind of highlighter, it's like a shine, which is sometimes what people prefer. That's what I personally prefer. I don't like when it's like glitter and stuff, so I would definitely recommend it. I would also highly recommend the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I have it in the original, so the purple packaging. I know that there's an anti-aging one, and I'm not sure what else, but there's a couple different ones, but this lasts you a long time as well, and your eyeshadow just does not move. Like literally stays on as long as you want it on. So moving on to eye products, I'm gonna show you kind of like my top 3 eyeshadow palettes to start with, and then like a mascara. So to start off with, I obviously love the James Charles and Morphe palette. This palette is obviously, it's like huge, it's like absolutely huge, but it just has every colour you need in it. This palette honestly like has every colour you could ever want. I feel like the only annoying thing is that you don't have a mirror, but honestly this palette, Morphe palettes never come with a mirror anyway, except a couple I think. But the pigments and everything in this whole palette is just, I have no words. Like this, if you're looking for a makeup palette that has every colour that you need, this is the one, because it has colourful eyeshadows, and it also has neutrals in there as well. So for a beginner it's kind of good, but also for someone who wants to play around with some colour, it is also really good for you as well. And then I would highly recommend the Huda palettes for if you're looking for like a sparkly kind of shade or like a shimmer. I would definitely recommend the Huda Beauty shimmers because they always seem to be the most pigmented. I haven't actually used this palette a huge amount, but this is always like my go-to brand for shimmers because their like sparkly shades are so pigmented, like really, really, really good. Although there is quite a bit of fallout, which can be annoying, but the pigment is the best one that I've found so far. And then if you're looking for like a kind of everyday palette that you can use pretty much any time you need it, then I would definitely recommend the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. It's so blendable, like it's pigmented but buildable. You can literally use these shades anywhere, and the easy thing is about this is the mirror folds down as well. But as you can see, the shades are super like neutral, but there's also a couple out there shades, and they are so pigmented, and it has really cute packaging, like super cute. Now for mascara, I have probably tried so many mascaras, and I've used this mascara, and then because it's kind of expensive but not expensive, I tried something else and didn't like it, tried something else, didn't like it, went back to this and honestly loved it. And this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I literally can't use any other mascara. Like, this is honestly perfect, and I usually pair it with the Urban Decay Subversion volumizing lash primer. So what you do is you curl your eyelashes. I literally have only got this on today, I didn't put this on as well, but yes, normally I curl my eyelashes, then I put the eyelash primer on, and then like do both eyes and put it away, and then put this mascara on afterwards over the top, and honestly your eyelashes will be so long, like ridiculously long. And then if you want them even longer, I know some people think it's bad, but you can also wait for it all to dry and then curl your eyelashes again. But obviously, like, be careful, because some people say it's bad, some people say it's not. So I wouldn't recommend curling your eyelashes after you put mascara on, but I do, because I just think that I just kind of prefer that look. And then finally, I have a handful of my favourite lip products. Obviously a lot of people line their lips first and then they put lip gloss stick, liquid lipstick, any whatever over the top. I don't really know. I can never be bothered to look for a lip liner that matches a lipstick, so I never line my lips. But my favourite lipstick is from Estee Lauder, and it's in the shade Rose Tea. This is the packaging. It's twisted round. So this is the packaging. It looks like this, and then this is the colour of it, and it's just a really cute natural kind of pink look. It's like a really easy, put it on and it kind of goes with everything, and it also stays on really long, so that is very good. And then two of my favourite liquid lipsticks, although this Huda one, it looks all cracked because I haven't used it in a while. It's kind of like half a liquid lipstick, like it doesn't completely dry, whereas this Ofra one does properly dry, so you do kind of need to put on a lip gloss after. Well, I personally put a lip gloss on after because I don't like really dry lips. So the Huda one is in the shade She EO, and the Ofra one is in the shade Charmed, and they're both really cute colours. They're both kind of very similar colours, except the Huda packaging is like much darker. So yeah, they're my favourite two, like liquid lips. And then finally, this lip gloss, I actually haven't heard of the company before, but it came in my glossy box, and it's just a really nice lip gloss. This is what it looks like. I think the company is called Floss, but it's got like a really easy applicator as well, like super easy, and it's really pigmented as well. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Comment down below which other videos you would like to see, and I'll see you next week. Bye!